2018 Subaru WRX Premium New Car Review. With the crackle of Nikki Grist's rapid-fire voice and Colin McRae's ability to flick an Impreza WRX around the narrowest of corners, a following for the street-ready Rex was born. Its metallic blue paint and gold alloy wheels brought a gravel-smashing and tarmac-bashing four-pot screamer into the hands of those short of Holden Commodore and Ford Falcon V8 money. It garnered a lot of respect on the road too, and a nod shared between passing drivers in the club confirmed you were driving something special. While some of the car's initial shine has worn off along with the Impreza badge, the current fourth-generation machine is a return to form for the model that drifted off in both design and ability. And we're now towards the end of the current generation vehicle's life cycle before it goes in for another overhaul. Clad in heritage Subaru metallic blue paint on a staunch small sedan body style with protruding bonnet scoop and manual transmission, our latest road test vehicle encapsulates the original classic, but in more ways than it should. The MY18 WRX update brings only a light refreshment before the new model that's due in 2019, and the all-wheel drive sedan-only model remains available with either a 6-speed manual or $3,200 cost option CVT. While the more efficient CVT is the only way to add Subaru's EyeSight safety system that brings features including collision mitigation, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist and blind spot protection, it has also 0.3 seconds slower sprinting from 0 to 100 km per hour than the manual's 6.0 second dash. The stick shift is also the best way to extract the car's raw nature. Standard features are light on and include 18-inch alloy wheels, corner-following LED headlights, LED fog lamps and rain-sensing wipers. The premium grade is $6,400 dearer than the standard WRX and adds an electric sunroof, heated and electrically adjustable front seats, satellite navigation, leather trim and Harman Kardon sound system. Fine-tuning for the end-of-life cycle update brings larger juried brake pads that provide 20% better efficiency, recalibrated steering and retuned fixed-rate damper suspension for added compliance and improved stability. The interior. Inside, the WRX has fallen away from the latest Impreza platform and its new interior architecture is showing its age. Reminiscent of the original Model S design and layout, the premium grade adds nicer interior appointments over the standard model, such as black leather trim with red stitching and heated electric front seats, but some of the switchgear feels aftermarket and the slightly larger 6.2-inch infotainment system lacks the ease of use, crisp resolution and smartphone connectivity, namely Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of rivals. The Harman Kardon speaker system makes up for some of the cons though and gives a punchy, vibrant sound when Bluetooth streaming. Above the infotainment system, the dash-integrated multifunction display has grown to 5.9 inches wide and provides a clearer look at engine vitals such as boost pressure and oil temperature. Elsewhere, Subaru has added some new plastic trim and glossy carbon fiber inserts, and the quality of materials in the latest model feels that bit better than before. While less appealing and fussier in design than the front-wheel driven Volkswagen Golf GTI or Hyundai i30, and it lacks only in connectivity compared to the all-wheel drive Ford Focus RS that also shows some gray hairs inside, and OS&T have the fine seat adjustment and driver's position of the WRX. The steering wheel blends a narrow gauge and chunky grips for a sporty sculpture in the hands, and the aluminium pedals are well set out underfoot. The negative out of all of the touch points is the manual transmission that OS&T feel is nice to grip and throw. For a small sedan though, it has a roomy cabin, and the seats up front offer some helpful bolstering that aren't as in your face as the DS3 cargo bucket items. The boot is a useful 460 liters large two-end with the optional roof rack system. The WRX, while not available in a wagon anymore, can confidently haul a couple of boards and passengers up backcountry roads. On the road, the WRX continues its homage with a driveline that has set up for powering on rather than muddling in traffic, and while that OS&T match the abilities of most rivals, it OS&T compromise much of what a performance car buyer wants. But slow-speed commuting and negotiating the peak-hour grind is a chore. The manual transmission has a sticky throw that is tiresome and whines, and it's hard to pick when the heavy clutch will engage, giving inconsistent feedback and a tricky shuffle in stop-start traffic. The ride is also firm without much compliance over worn roads where the thin 225/40 Dunlop Sport Max tires give a slightly brittle ride along with some tire roar. It isn't a back-braking compromise, and the WRX will cruise without fuss over highways and nicer surfaces, but it fails to smooth out some scuttle beneath. However, come onto a fast-flowing bit of road and the driveline feels cohesive with plenty of predictable grip from those Dunlop loops. The all-wheel drive system has improved over the previous generation WRX and provides predictable front-wheel pull, though less playful in engagement compared to Ford hot hatch. But the WRX can be coaxed into playing at the rear, and on wet or gravel surfaces the viscous central differential and rear torsion limited slip tip give a wiggle of oversteer when provoked out of corners. Loose surface poise is also impressive, and there is plenty of reassuring grip when gently throttling around fast bends, an ode to the rally gods. The engine suffers from a torque cap low in its rev range around traffic, but brings a raw performance flavor when given some stick, and above 2,500 revolutions per minute the turbocharged 2.0-liter engine gets in its stride. It has a wide meaty torque band and the whine, whistles and grunts from the driveline that intrude make up with character what they lack in polish. The larger brake pads fall under stiff modulation but didn't break a sweat during heavier moments, and the recalibrated steering offers a quick rack and accuracy with a slightly firmer feel and feedback that again isn't as well suited to urban life but feels good when driving quickly. TMR verdict: overall, the WRX's sub $50K starting price puts it on par with the Golf GTI, which is a comprehensively more sophisticated package. However, it lacks all-wheel drive and the ability to carve up beaten roads as gracefully. The Hyundai i30N is a brand new entrant that has impressed our office against both the WRX and GTI. The Korean manufacturer has brought its most potent performance variant to Australia at under $40,000, and the manual-only model doesn't suffer for a lack of connectivity or safety technology. With the premium pack added, the price of the WRX approaches the $50,990 Ford Focus RS that has a smart, predictable all-wheel drive system and powerful 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It isn't as nice inside though, and the restricted seating position isn't for everyone. TMR verdict: overall, the latest update for the WRX that will see us through until the new generation arrives is a fine hurt to the original concept. Some charismatic flaws and punching highs encapsulate what has made Subaru's rally-bred car a cult classic, and some of those a conventional handbrake lever, snorting driveline, and even the manual transmission might be on the chopping block. But if you're not up for a bit of effort to drive it every day, newer contenders are easier to live with and just as capable.